Hello, Forester fans. My name is Lily Evans, and today I will be interviewing Coach Cat about the big win against Beloit. Defensively, this is the fifth shutout this season. How do you continue this success?
Really talented players, really skilled coaches. I think that Coach Butts and his staff on the defense side with Coach Wright, Coach Eanes, Coach Green, everybody else is over Coach Jeff. They just do a great job prepping our guys and keeping their energy at the level it needs to be to get a shutout. I think that's one of the things that people don't understand is like the shutout's not just scheme and it's not just talent. Like there's a consistency to the energy throughout the entire course of the game that's needed. Um, our starters played 17 snaps on Saturday. So there were a lot of other guys who played that really kept that level up to that high expectation. And doing it for the fifth time this season is really special.
Are there any players that you really think stood out this game?
Yeah, I thought that Josh Gaska had a great game, coming off the bench as a backup to be the starter. In his first collegiate start, he went 19 of 27 with 2 touchdowns, no turnovers. And so I thought he did a really good job in the first half of getting us out to that early lead. I thought that, AJ had a really good game in terms of touches in a way that was not necessarily explosive but effective. There wasn't that big 30, 40-yard play from him, but he had a bunch of 5 to 10-yard plays that kept the sticks moving and doing that. Our second drive of the game was a 16-play drive that took 8.5 minutes off the clock. That's always good from an offensive coordinator's perspective. Defensively, really the entire D-line had a great day. Nate Barnes, Alex Bendler, Michael Kelly all really stood out for different things that they did on Saturday. And then, Trent Burrell with a big interception, on the one-handed interception. I thought that was a great play. And, he's just Trent's kind of the unspoken leader of our defense. Like the way he just plays, he's the calming effect that just makes things happen, and that's been going on for 2 years. And so he probably doesn't get nearly the accolades he should because the defensive line does a good job of him not having to make tackles as a safety, but the other things that he does in the game really stand out.
Throughout the season, turnovers have been really consistent. How does the team continue to win the turnover battle?
Yeah, so we won it this week. We didn't win it the week before. I think that we really pride ourselves on that. I think that our offense needs to really shore their end of that stick up this week. That's something we've struggled with the last 3 to 4 weeks. Whether it's fumbles this week, we fumbled on the 1-yard line. Otherwise, we get another touchdown. We fumbled deep in the red zone on another drive. So there's just we turned the ball over this week on fumbles, which is something we don't traditionally do. So hopefully we got that out of our system for the stretch. Defensively, I know they forced turnovers in the passing game, but the number of times they're punching at the football, trying to create a sack strip or trying to knock the ball out of the running back's hands, that's something that's practiced. That's not something that we just show up on Saturday and say, "Hey, we're going to do this." Every day in practice, there's a concentrated effort to make those things happen.
Offensive turned things around this week. What do you think really helped you during practice to do this?
We didn't turn the ball over in the passing game, and I think that really helped. The last week that was kind of the thing that hung us up. We were moving the ball, driving, and then we would turn the ball over. And so this week we jumped out early, took care of the ball, and got the lead. And then when our turnovers did happen later in the game, they weren't maybe as costly as they were when it was a tighter game. So our guys just have to realize that when we're in tight games, those things just can't happen. We're going to continue to stress it this week, and hopefully that'll allow us to, not have that problem be the reason why a game is lost.
How do you keep your players focused leading up to the conference championship?
We still focus on one game, and that's, we always talk, that sounds like the most cliche answer in the world, but if all we do is focus on the team we're playing this week and nothing else, and we do that 10 weeks in a row, things will take care of itself. I do think maybe we got a little bit out of our head a couple weeks ago, and now we need to get back. We got back in last week, and so really this week it's not about a conference championship. It's about playing Monmouth, because we could still beat Monmouth and not be the conference champs if we don't do it right. But if we don't beat Monmouth, we have no chance at it. And so it's really about beating Monmouth this week, focusing on that. They're a great football team. We know it's going to be a challenge. We're a great football team. We know we're going to be a challenge for them. And so we just have to go down and be ready to play.
All right, that's all I have for today. Thank you, Coach Cat.
Thank you.